Welcome to Bridging Healthcare with Bridget. Kindly subscribe, like, and follow this channel. Hit the bell so that anytime I make a post, you will be the first to know. Thank you.
Welcome once again to Bridging Healthcare with Bridget. You know that this channel is dedicated to teaching you, showing you the ropes, educating and informing you about how to be an effective health and social care worker, and also to build a career. We all know that anything we do without training is a failure from the start. So if you don't go through any form of training, you cannot, you cannot be effective. You will make errors, you will stumble. So today, I'm going to talk about something really interesting. And I'm picking my topic from NVQ Diploma Level 3. So let's start from Level 3 Diploma, Adult Care. And today, I'm talking about end-of-life care. Personally, I think end-of-life care is my calling. I enjoy the work that comes with end-of-life care. It gives me absolute satisfaction. It's, how do I put it? It just makes me feel fulfilled. It makes me feel like I'm doing something important in people's lives. And so today I'm going to be talking about what end-of-life care is. I'm going to give us like an overview knowledge of end-of-life care and how you can delve into the career and what end-of-life care can do for you and what you are going to be doing for the individual. Now, as the name sounds, end-of-life care. If you have not subscribed to this channel, now is the time. Click the subscribe button, click the bell, like the video, share it to your friends so that anytime I come up with these informative videos, you'll be the first to know. Now, if you're already in healthcare, end-of-life care is something you will most likely experience. But without adequate training, you will find yourself stumbling. You will find yourself making mistakes. You will find yourself emotionally drained. You will find yourself frustrated. So that is why it's good for you to have an overview knowledge of end-of-life care, what it entails, what it is about, what is it? How do I know that this person is being managed for end-of-life? You don't need to be told. You can find out by yourself. And that is what we're going to be discussing today. Get your notes down, get your pen, and let's dive in. So what is end-of-life care? Remember, I like to give a layman's explanation and then I would expect you to dig further. End-of-life care, as the name sounds, is the care that you give to an individual towards the end of their life. Probably the person is suffering from a terminal disease, or the individual is old and frail and weak and there has been some form of dilapidation in the person's health and the person might die, and it might not die in another 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but it's something that will happen. And so because it's something that will happen, it's something that is prepared for. The people are prepared, the family is prepared, and the carer is prepared. Even the nurses, the doctor, the whole team, the whole medical team is prepared for these patients. Most times, when somebody is managed for end of life, it means that whatever situation or whatever disease condition they have cannot be cured. The doctors have checked, they have tried, they have made efforts, they have tried to do surgery, they have tried to do chemotherapy if it's a cancer condition, they have tried to remove whatever growth that could have caused it, if there is a growth, a lipoma, whatever it is, and it shows that the person's health is not improving. And the more this person goes under the knife or go under radiation, it is not safe for the person. So what is advised? it is advised that the person's pain is managed and the person is able to spend as much time that they have with family, loved ones, and enjoy their life till, life is done with. So, what is your role as a carer or as a healthcare assistant for a patient that is managed for end of life care? An end of life care patient most likely has their own nurse, they have their palliative care nurses, they have their own doctors and their GP who manages their health. So they will be on some pain medications which are different depending on what the person require. And then what is most important is that this person is comfortable, this person is happy, and this person gets to enjoy life to the fullest before they lose it. That is why it is a work that drains you mentally if you are not prepared for it. So I'm just going to be picking pieces and pieces of how end-of-life care affects you as a healthcare assistant, how it affects the client, and your role to the family. So when you're managing a person that is being treated or managed for end-of-life care, one thing you need to know is that they are still very much here and alive. So their dignity must be protected. That is number one. Their dignity must be protected. And they also always have a care plan. You always have to follow their care plan to the detail. These people, you must report everything that happens to them. The person falls, you must report. The person changed, there's a mood change, you must report. And when you are reporting, you must report it with absolute respect for the individual. Some people, they are not capable to do things on their own. That means that you will help them to do a lot of things. So it includes shopping, it includes helping them with personal care. It includes helping them to do their paperwork, if that's in the care plan. It can include feeding them, if that's in the care plan. So when you meet these clients, it has different stages. So there are different stages in end-of-life care, depending on when you pick up the client or when you meet the client or when you start working with the client. So first thing is, as a healthcare assistant, your supervisor will take you on an assessment or will go on an assessment with the client. And after social service has done an assessment and they send you an assessment or they send it to your organization will now send the assessor to go to the client's house to find out exactly how the client will want the care to be done, because it must be person-centered. What do I mean by person-centered? It means that what you do for A is not exactly the same way you would do it for B. So if you have to do personal care, for instance, and the person wants to do a strip wash, and you know that this person is from a culture where the men do not like a woman's hair to be uncovered, you as the carer should cover your hair. Whatever will make that client satisfied and comfortable, because that person is vulnerable and they are allowing themselves to be cared for by you. Remember, it is their life. So it must be person-centered. So after the supervisor has gone through the process of, assessing the client and checking, okay, this is how they want, this is their routine, a care plan is prepared. That care plan will be given to you as a carer. It will either be in the client's file, which you have to read before you start working with the client. Now, once that is done, you meet up with this client, introduce yourself, understand the situation of the client. Read the care plan in detail. The care plan will tell you what the client's preferences are, and they must be 100% honored. Even if this client has is not able to see, is blind, or has hearing disability, or the client is not aware that you're there, you must always carry out your roles with 100% respect for this client person. Because if you don't do that, you are breaking one of the laws in health and social care. Whoever there is what is called autonomy. The autonomy goes to the client. They have control. They are in control of what you do to them. So now let's talk about how to manage an end-of-life care patient. That is where passion for this job comes. You have to genuinely care for your patients. You have to genuinely want to see them smile. Because when somebody is terminal and they have a disease that they have told them that they will die, they can't be happy. You will find depression there. A lot of times they'll find it difficult to get out of bed. Sometimes they'll find it difficult to take a shower. Why? Because they are getting to a point where they're like, what's the point? And so what is your role as a carer? Your role is both emotional, physical. So if you need to assist with personal care, you be gentle. You ask them, I want to do this. Can we go ahead? You run them through the plan of the day. You don't make them feel like they don't count, that you just have to do your job and go. I've seen a lot of things. I've just seen a carer just come in and just remove the person's trousers and change the pad. No. Even for a baby, let me tell you, my baby, my youngest child, when she was younger, she's almost 6 now. When she was younger, if I want to change her diaper, I always tell her, darling, I want to change your diaper. Do you mind? Even though she will not respond, I am respecting her and protecting her dignity. It makes her have good self-worth and esteem. And that is what we need to do for our clients. So be it a terminal patient or whatever it is, end of life, not end of life, remember, you must promote their dignity. You must respect their privacy. Whatever you are doing, they must be carried along 100%. If the person say, I don't want to do it like this, respect it and don't do it like that. So that's one of the things that you need to put in place. Also, you also need to come up with ideas to get these people excited and happy. If they like the puzzle game, you can play the puzzle game with them when they want to. If they like to do something, they want to go out to the park, take them out to the park if they want to. Whatever will make this person satisfied and happy, it's important to promote it. Also, you don't talk about their situation if they don't want to talk about it. I'm always of the mantra, let it be something they want to talk about. I always speak on a general topic. If a person, the easiest way to do it, if the person likes something, maybe the person likes to watch a movie, or the person was into engineering, or that the person was a politician, then enjoy the conversation. That is why you must be versatile. As a healthcare worker, you must be versatile. I once met an ex-soldier. Bless his soul. He's gone to be with the Lord. And I had to care for him that day. And while we were, he was watching a war film. And I'm like, oh, I like war films too. I actually do like war films. And he was saying he's an ex-soldier. And I was thrilled. And I was like, oh, thank you for serving the nation. And this man never forgot my name. I got to work with him for only 2 days in a row. And the other people that kept working with him kept saying, he was asking of Bridget. He was asking of Bridget. What am I saying, Ines? He was being managed for end-of-life care. So you have to let them accept you because you have accepted them. You have to truly care for them. Also, let's come to the emotional parts. When a client is in pain, even though you are their carer, always remember, you are not their doctor. So no matter how emotional that you are, follow the care plan. 100% follow the care plan. If you are asked to give this medication, give the medication. If you're asked to call 999 or whatever emergency care call that you need to call that emergency care. Do not take any decision out of your care plan. Ensure that you follow the care plan to the detail and make them as comfortable as possible. Let yourself be unforgettable to them. Always come in with a warm smile. If you have your own burdens, once you get to their door, drop your burdens, carry a smile. Because a dying person is not looking for money in the bank. A dying person wants time. And if they cannot grapple on time, they want to be happy. So be that happy place for them. That's the most important thing about end-of-life care. And always remember, like I said, it must be person-centered. So just like you care for people and, and whatever they tell you, they don't want it to be told anywhere, don't tell it anywhere. This career is a career where you must keep people's secrets. You don't have to go out. Something happened to your client, you are going to tell somebody, except it's your supervisor. You shouldn't divulge the information. Even if it's a family member, as far as that person is not the authorized person to get the information, you shouldn't give the information. Now, if you're managing a client for end-of-life care and the client passes, what would you do? Once you see that the client has passed, you try to, if you're allowed to check the person's vitals and the equipment are there, you call your manager immediately. Sir, ma, this is what has happened. This person is not breathing no more. If family members are around, you can call them as well. And then if you need to call the emergency hospital or however it is, wherever you are, call them. Don't be the one to start divulging information. This person has died. Oh, did you know the person has passed? That's not the first point of call. And after you have called, wait for what to be done. So sit with the client as though the client is still there. You can even talk to the client. Yes. And then when you get information about what next to do, then should you move. You should on no circumstance declare a patient dead because you're not a doctor. It's not your call. You just need to say, oh, this person is not breathing. I've tried to do blood pressure and I'm not getting any, pulse and this and that. Give all your information and document. I'm going to end this video with documentation. Documentation is number one in the whole healthcare sector. Whatever you did not document did not happen. Did I say it? Whatever you did not document did not happen. Therefore, documentation is key. How do you document? I'm going to talk about that in the next video. So keep your hands on deck. Always go back to the notes and ask me your questions. I want to thank you so much for the opportunity to listen, to sit down with me and discuss end-of-life care today. Personally, end-of-life care is dear to my heart, is where I think I've been called, and that's why I enjoy discussing it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best in your healthcare career. Bye.